Hello my dear students. Today my lecture is on topic gynecomastia. Gynecomastia means पुरुष स्तन वृद्धि. It is a disease of male breast. The word gynecomastia have two words, gynec and mastia. Gynec means female and mastia means breast. Means the gynecomastia may be said as woman breast or female breast, or we can say that enlargement of breast tissue in the male is gynecomastia. The gynecomastia is the condition of painful unphysiological enlargement of swelling of breast tissue in male attaining the size of female breast. In gynecomastia, the hypertrophy of male breast occurs and there is increase in ductal and connective tissue in the breast. The gynecomastia may be unilateral or bilateral. In unilateral, it may be symmetrical, or in bilateral, it may be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Now, the etiology of the gynecomastia. Commonly the gynecomastia have unknown etiology and it is idiopathic in nature. Other causes includes malignant tumors, disorder or testicular disorders like anorchism, atrophy of testis, cryptorchidism, architis, etc. The disease like leprosy, this causes atrophy of testis. The kidney or renal disease like chronic renal failure, and the patient which is on dialysis. The next cause is the chromosomal causes like sex hormone anomaly, that is mostly seen in Klinefelter syndrome. The patients have the disease of liver like liver cirrhosis. In these cases, the delayed catabolism in liver results in raised naturally produced estrogen level, which is responsible for causing gynecomastia. Certain drugs like spironolactone, cimetidine, digitalis, etc. are responsible or important factors in causing the gynecomastia in patients taking these type of medicines. Patient which is on estrogen therapy, like in carcinoma or malignant conditions of prostate, the estrogen therapy used, and in such cases the gynecomastia conditions happen. The hyperthyroidism is also a causative factor for gynecomastia. Or simply we say the hormone imbalance, which in this the range of male estrogen hormone in male occurs, or estrogen testosterone ratio imbalance in male. The causative factors can be categorized as the condition in which the estrogen level excess seen, the condition in which the androgen deficiency is seen, and the conditions which have secondary testicular failures, and the history of intake of certain drugs which have ability to increase the estrogen activity like digitalis, anabolic steroids, etc., or which increase the estrogen synthesis like reserpine, theophylline, furosemide, etc. The next one is the drugs that inhibit testosterone synthesis like cimetidine drugs, phenytoin drugs, spironolactone drugs. So these are the etiological factors which are responsible for causing the gynecomastia. Now, what are the types of gynecomastia? The gynecomastia basically seen at different intervals or at periods in human life. Like first is the neonatal gynecomastia, second is the pubertal, and last one is the senescent. The neonatal gynecomastia seen at the time of birth due to maternal hormones, or we can say in this condition the milk secretions occurs from the nipples said as wet milks. This type of gynecomastia disappears spontaneously after few weeks. The next category is the pubertal gynecomastia. Pubertal gynecomastia begins at the puberty time or at the middle adolescence age of the young one, and it decline as teenage passage. The conditions are in pubertal gynecomastia is varying if present for longer than 2 years or patient have history more than 2 years, then it needs intervention. The senescent cases seen in old age after 50-year age due to pituitary and testicular tumors, estrogen containing drugs and liver cirrhosis conditions causes this gynecomastia. The gynecomastia may be shows as puffy nipples, pure glandular, adolescence, hereditary, adult have most common cause and androgenic causes. The Simons have given the classification of gynecomastia as in 3 groups: group 1, group 2 and group 3. Group 1 includes minor visible type without skin redundancy. Group 2 have 2 categories, group 2A and 2B. In 2A, the moderate without skin redundancy, and in group 2B, the moderate with minor skin redundancy. In group 3, the gross pendulous breast seen. The next one is the clinical feature of seen in gynecomastia, or what are the presentation of the patient in conditions of gynecomastia. The basic one is the enlargement of the male breast, may be unilateral gynecomastia or bilateral gynecomastia. When idiopathic in nature, it is mostly bilateral gynecomastia. The bilateral gynecomastia may be asymmetrical or asymmetrical. Patients have diffuse enlargement of breast seen in male cases. The breast lump is well localized, feeling of lump seen. The lump have features like disc-like, tender lump, painful lump, palpable lump, have a smooth surface and hard nodule under the areola of the breast. The patient feel embarrassed. Patient have psychological distress and have discomfort and unease. In patient having the cases of or the symptoms of gynecomastia. Now, how we differentiate from other conditions, or the differential diagnosis for gynecomastia is pseudogynecomastia, pectoralis muscle hypertrophy, lipoma, hematoma, etc. The term gynecomastia is also have similar term like pseudogynecomastia and adipomastia. The adipomastia, also known as lipomastia or fatty breast. In this, the presence of excess skin and adipose tissue in breast without true breast glandular tissue. The adipomastia usually seen in men with obesity or in conditions when men have heavy weight loss. The related synonyms of adipomastia is the pseudogynecomastia. The pseudogynecomastia differ from true gynecomastia, as there is in gynecomastia true glandular breast develops occurs in male. On other side, in pseudogynecomastia, adipose tissue deposition as seen as a part of obesity and it needs liposuction. The next one in gynecomastia is the how to diagnose, or what's investigation required to diagnose a case of gynecomastia. We can say that most of the cases of the gynecomastia diagnosed clinically by history taking and local examination. One must examine the disease of liver and genitalia, especially external genitalia, when you are going to diagnose the case of gynecomastia, or where you are going to make differential diagnosis in gynecomastia. Also take detailed history of any drug intake which is responsible for causing the gynecomastia. Explore the chronic illness like chronic renal failure, liver cirrhosis, या patient have history of dialysis. To make the proper differential diagnosis and to rule out the cause, the few investigations are required according to the possible or relevant information received in history taking, like liver function test to rule out the liver function or any liver disorders, kidney function test to rule out the chronic renal failures or the level of the urea creatinine or renal failures situations, DNA study or chromosomal disorders to know more about the Klinefelter syndromes, etc. The hormone assay, estrogen and androgen levels to rule out the specific cause of gynecomastia. USG breast is important in diagnosing the case, and if there is any suspicion, the FNSC fine needle aspiration cytology is also suggested for the for making the diagnosis of gynecomastia. Next one is what are the complications seen in gynecomastia. Rarely gynecomastia may develop malignancy, and gynecomastia due to Klinefelter syndrome have high risk to develop carcinoma. Then the next step is the management of gynecomastia. The gynecomastia may go its own if normal non-pathological conditions, and also depends on causative factors of the gynecomastia. Specific causes have specific management and maybe regress itself or needs treatment or surgery depend on the case. Have high rate of spontaneous regression in most of the cases. The medical conservative treatment is effective in active proliferative phases. The counseling and reassurance is required about the progress and regression of the conditions in adolescence. Counseling is important non-pharmacological treatment for the patient of gynecomastia. If tenderness is present, then one should advise to intake the analgesic drugs. Another step is to stop the causative factors as early as detect and as early as possible. Treat the causative factors like e.g. if testicular tumors or hyperthyroidism or hypogonadism are seen, treat according to the causative factors. The drugs used but have less result like tamoxifen, clomiphene, danazol and androgen are indicated for the treatment of gynecomastia but have less results seen in clinical practice. The next one is the surgical intervention required in some cases of the gynecomastia. In this, the excision of excess breast tissue and fat occurs. In some conditions, the excision of the surgical intervention done in cases of gynecomastia for cosmetic purposes. If the case is localized type, then surgical excision using circumareolar incision is indicated for this surgical management of gynecomastia. Or another surgical method is like lumpectomy or mastectomy is indicated for the surgical management of gynecomastia. Try to preserve preservation of nipple and areola while doing the surgical intervention in cases of gynecomastia in male patients. Thanks for your patience listening. Your queries and suggestions welcome. Thank you so much.